What's up, fiends? Alucard here, and today I'm back with another movie haul for you. Today I got stuff from MVD Shop, my buddy Phil Herman, and of course Vinegar Syndrome. So let's do this. All right, so we're going to start with the MVD Shop stuff. I got 5 things. I got 4 DVDs and a Blu-ray. The 4 DVDs are all from the same company, and they were all really cheap, and I believe they are all currently out of print. So I was pretty happy to grab these guys. So the first one I'm going to show is Rockabilly Vampire from Troma Entertainment. Yes, they're all 4 from Troma. I've not seen this. I have no idea if it's any good or anything, but it's called Rockabilly Vampire. How could you not love it? So, I mean, there's your disc right there. If you've seen this, please let me know how it is. I can't wait to watch this ridiculousness. All right, so next up from Troma DVD, we've got Hell Block 13 with Debbie Rochon and Gunnar Hansen. And JJ North. Can't forget her. She kind of appeared in the late 80s, early 90s, and then disappeared. So don't know what happened to JJ. Yeah, so I've heard of this one, and it's been on my radar for quite a while. I just haven't gotten it. So now it's mine. So I can go ahead and watch Hell Block 13. You seen this one? Let me know how it is. All right, next up is another one that's been on my radar for quite a while. And it is a slasher. I think it's a slasher comedy. I think. Anyway, it is Decapitated. I mean, come on. How can you not love a camp slasher called Decapitated? I mean, it's perfection. You know, how can you not? That's a great title. And there's your disc right there. The 2 girls freaking out. Yeah, can't wait to watch this one. This was, like I said, it's been on my radar for quite a while, and I will finally be able to watch it. Now, this last DVD from Troma, I have seen this one, and it is a slasher semi-classic, I guess. It is Graduation Day. So yeah, it is your typical kind of slasher thing. I know Linnea Quigley has a kind of a small part. And I mean, it's been a while since I've watched it, but I do remember enjoying it. I kind of, I mean, it's not like super great or anything, but it's a pretty solid slasher. Let me know if you've seen this one. Let me know what you think of it. All right. And the Blu-ray that I got was a movie that I watched on Tubi not too long ago. I have not covered it yet, but I plan to. So look out for a movie review of this one coming soon. It is Movies for the Midnight Hour. So shout out to all my Midnight Hour folks out there. From Yellow Ape Productions. This is a compilation of 10 shorts. It is not an anthology. They're not related in any way, shape, or form. They're all completely separate. That's why it's not an anthology. But I really enjoyed these. The first couple in particular are very good. So I went ahead and bought it. I think this was like $5, and it's Blu-ray, and it has nerve to be a slipcover. That's right. So yep, there's your same exact thing on the case, and here is your disc. That is the lovely Miss Tara Noodleman from the House Witch short that's on here, and House Witch 2. They're both on here. Anyway, like I said, look for a review coming really soon, maybe next week. And so movies for the midnight hour. All right, next up, I hit up my pal Phil Herman for his latest venture, Phil Herman's Unearthed. I do have a full review of this one up on the channel already, so go ahead and check that out if you haven't. It'll be in the description box, of course. Solid anthology, horror anthology right here. All 4 stories are very good. I was very entertained, and You never know whose name might even pop up in the credits. But yeah, Phil Herman's Unearthed. If you would like a copy, which I recommend, contact Mr. Phil Herman on Facebook. All right, so now we're going to move on to the Vinegar Syndrome stuff. This is a mixture of the Black Friday and the New Year's stuff. I forgot what they call the New Year's thing. I can't keep up with all the names anymore. It's too much. Anyway, finally got everything in. So here we go. So since we just talked about Mr. Phil Herman, we're going to talk about him one more time because one of the partner labels, Saturn's Core, has released Jacker and Jacker 2, Descent to Hell. So this is a double feature, of course, of the Jacker movies. And here's the case with both covers on it. Kind of like that. And let's see. And here's your, let me fix that up. There's your disc right there. It has both movies on it. The other side is this kind of like the old artwork. And there we go. All right, it's kind of like the old artwork for the first movie. So it's like he's like a serial killer on the road type. Like he's like a carjacker, type of thing. So that's what these are. And he's currently making part 3 right now. So this was in the early 90s and stuff when they did these. So I'm very interested to see how they go into the new one because they're filming that now. So yeah, kind of neat. I kind of like that concept. But yeah, so anyway, Jacker and Jacker 2. I'll let you know how these are. Can't wait to watch them. All right, so I also got this one really cheap. This one was like super cheap from what I remember. And it's the only kind of non-genre kind of thing that I got. And it is called Guest House Paradiso. Yep, so this is another bloody customer. So this is, if you're fans of Bottom or The Young Ones, this is Rick Mahale. And there's the other cover right here, Rick Mahale and Edmondson. Adrian, is it Adrian? I can't remember his first name. Yeah, Adrian. I always remember Edmondson, but I can never remember Adrian. Anyway, they're the comedic duo, and this is the movie that they made. This is the last thing they made together. And I've watched a little bit of it, and it's pretty funny. So if you like that weird, quirky British humor, this one might be one for you. All right, next up is sort of a sci-fi-ish one. It is Alien from LA with the lovely Miss Kathy Ireland. This was her, I think, her big debut acting-wise, I think. Could be wrong on that. I don't know. Anyway, it's a weird little sci-fi comedy thing. She's a terrible actress. It's funny. It's dumb. And it was really cheap. So I went ahead and bit the bullet, basically. All right, next up from Wave Productions. If you know Wave, I think you know what you're going to get. If not, I'm sure we'll talk about Wave some other time on the channel. But anyway, we got Psycho Sisters with Christine Taylor and Pamela Such. I really like Pamela Such. I think she's an underrated actress. There's the back right there. So this one is about the two sisters, of course. And they get revenge for their other sister that got assaulted. And so they attack all these guys and et cetera, et cetera. There's your disc right there. And I'll show you the other cover is that one with them tying up the dudes. There you go. So yeah, so crazy little movie here. Done on a $50 budget type of deal. So if you like that kind of stuff, you'll probably like this, and you probably like most of the Wave stuff too. All right, next up, this is a doozy. I've seen about half of the movie, and it is absolutely bonkers. I can't wait to watch the rest of it. It is Boarding House. This is a wacky slasher. It's hard to explain, but this is from AGFA and Bleeding Skull, some other partner labels that Vinegar Syndrome partners with. But the cool thing is that it's 2 discs. So on disc number 1, and I'm trying to turn it around here for you so you can see the silly thing. Come on, cooperate. All right. This number one right here has the theatrical movie, of course, and a few extra little things. This two, this is the kicker right here. It has an alternate cut of the movie called, I forgot what it's called. Let's see, what is it called? Called Psycho Killer, and it also has another movie called Sally and Jess, which is a family film from the makers of Boarding House. So yeah, can't wait to watch all three. I'll let you know how they are. But like I said, from what I've seen so far, absolute insanity. And I'm pretty sure the theatrical cut is on Tubi. So if you want to watch it, yeah, there you go. All right, next up we have from Universal Pictures. It's an old one. It's called The Cat Creeps. There we go. Love that cover, by the way. And then there's the back here. In its eyes, a murderer's secrets. So this is kind of like a Universal, sort of a Universal monster movie. There you go. That's the other side right here. And there's the back. And of course, you've got them on the disc as well. I really like these like black and white, like 1930s, 1940s. I want to say this is 1944 or something like that. I want to say it's like the mid 40s. So this is kind of toward the end of the Universal cycle. This is not a remake of the 1930 version, which was a remake of The Cat and the Canary from 1927. This is a totally different story, and but I think it's based on the same thing. I don't know, it's bizarre, but anyway, super cool stuff, and I'm happy to add it to my Universal collection. All right, the next one, I'm going to have to cover up the slipcover because it is not YouTube appropriate. So I will show you. It's Dracula, the Dirty Old Man. And yes, it is a dirty old movie. There's the back cover there. I can't show you the actual, the other cover because that one's okay. So here's the other cover right here. See, with him you got him in the coffin and the, whatever, kind of weird artwork. And the disc is kind of bare. And this one's from ACFA and Something Weird. So if you're familiar with Something Weird, who's unfortunately no longer in business, but yeah, they're all most of their stuff is sexy and whatever. Here's the censored version of the cover. But yeah, this is one of those like little weird, sexy Dracula movies. It's kind of terrible. But can't do that. Can't show you that. So yeah, it's kind of terrible, but kind of fun in a weird way. He like the werewolf assistant guy captures all these females and like ties them up, and it's weird. It's weird, but you know me, I like weird vampire stuff, so I had to get it. All right, speaking of weird, this one is a doozy. I watched this one not too long ago, and it came up on sale at one of the sales. I don't remember what I got when. I can't tell you because it's been that long. But anyway, this is called Singapore Sling. This is a wacky ass movie. It's about this mother and daughter combo that kidnap this guy and do all kind of things to him, and it's real bizarre. Shot in black and white. It's real surreal. It's kind of artsy, kind of sexy, kind of all that stuff. And there's the other cover right there, which kind of, I don't know. This kind of reminds me of like those like Ghana posters, but kind of. And there's the back there. As you can see, it's all in black and white. But if you do like weird, just weird movies, I do recommend this one. It is. I saw it on YouTube actually, so it may still be there. If I see it, I will link it in the description box. All right, and the last two that I got are both 4Ks. 4K Blu-ray, blah blah blah. So this one is a collection, sort of Schizoid and X-Ray, two different movies. Of course, Schizoid has Klaus Kinski, And X-Ray has, I believe, Barbie Benton. There's the back there with all the words. But the cool part is that the 4Ks are separate. So you got Schizoid on this one, and then you got X-Ray on this guy, and then both of them are on the Blu-ray right here. So I have seen, oh, let me show you the other side. The other side, so this side has Schizoid on top and X-Ray on bottom. And then the other side has X-Ray on top and Schizoid on bottom. But yeah, I'm happy to have this in the collection. This went down to, I think, more than half price. So that's why I went ahead and just, I'm like, all right, I'll take it. All right, and the coup de grace, if you will. This was one of my most wanted Vinegar Syndrome releases. And I finally went ahead and bought it. I'm glad I did because I believe it is now sold out completely. And it is the 4K of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, which is one of my favorites. It's between this one and the first one. I kind of go back and forth between which one I like more. But they're both incredible. If you haven't seen either, highly recommend them both. So we have the Blu-ray here. We have the Blu-ray with all the special features on this one, and then the 4K right here. Now, I did watch this one already because it's one of my favorites, so I wanted to watch it again. The 4K looks amazing, and this has like every special feature ever made on this movie. I think 2 or 3 commentaries, full-length documentary, little mini documentaries, interviews, behind-the-scenes stuff, deleted scenes. Everything you can think of is on this guy, and it's all good stuff. So highly recommend it if you're a fan of the movie, if you can still get it. So there you have it. That is my haul for January, early February. Which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comments. And until next time, adios, Bella Lugosi.